Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today we're looking at a company that just did a bit of a corporate magic trick, changing its nationality and even its name. Ever wondered what happens when a company decides to move its legal home from one country to another? Well, James River Group Holdings Limited just did exactly that, and it's not just a simple address change. They've moved their base from Bermuda to the great state of Delaware. This move, which took effect on the 7th of November 2025, means that James River Group Holdings Limited is now James River Group Holdings Incorporated. Think of it like this: a company essentially reincorporates, changing its legal DNA to operate under different rules. This isn't just a name game. Moving to Delaware, which is known for its business-friendly laws, means the company's governance and the rights of its shareholders are now governed by Delaware's general corporation law. What does this mean for the folks who own shares? Well, your shares of common stock basically transformed. The old shares from Bermuda are now shares in the new Delaware corporation. The number of shares and their value didn't magically change, but the legal framework supporting them did. And don't worry, your stock will still be traded on the NASDAQ under the ticker symbol JRVR. The company clearly states this was a domestication, a fancy term for moving its domicile. The original Bermuda company was dissolved and a new Delaware corporation took its place. The rights of shareholders are now defined by Delaware law and the company's new charter documents like its certificate of incorporation and bylaws. They've also filed paperwork related to their preferred shares, but the terms of those haven't changed. The report mentions that a detailed comparison of shareholder rights under Bermuda versus Delaware law was included in a prospectus from earlier in the year. This move also involved adopting new foundational documents for the company, its certificate of incorporation and bylaws, which became official on the 7th of November 2025 date. And for those keeping track, if you are a shareholder who has filed reports with the SEC, you'll need to update your filings to reflect that James River Group Holdings Incorporated is now the successor to James River Group Holdings Limited. Now, what else is in this filing? We've got the exhibits, which include the new certificate of incorporation, the certificate of designations for their preferred shares, which, as we mentioned, are unchanged, and the new bylaws. These are the legal rulebooks for the company under its new Delaware home, Dentaries Exhibit 99.1. This is really interesting because it refers us back to sections of a prospectus from August 2025. These sections cover the description of the company's capital stock, the details of this domestication, and importantly, the tax consequences for shareholders. This tells us that the strategic implications, especially the tax ones, were considered significant enough to be detailed extensively in a prior offering document. Now, let's talk about what this all means. Companies like this often move to Delaware to simplify their legal structure, potentially reduce costs, or gain access to a more familiar legal system for us investors. For James River Group Holdings, this domestication seems to be about aligning its corporate structure with its primary market and investor base. It is essentially a move to streamline operations and governance. From a shareholder perspective, the immediate impact is less about a change in their investment value and more about understanding that the legal protections and governance framework have shifted to a new, established jurisdiction. The key risks and opportunities for investors will likely be tied to the company's ongoing business performance, not this structural change itself, although the tax implications of such a move can be quite significant for individuals, which is why they detailed it in the prospectus. Looking ahead, this domestication is a foundational step. The real story will be how James River Group Holdings Incorporated performs under its new legal structure, whether this move unlocks new efficiencies or market opportunities, and how it continues to navigate the insurance and reinsurance markets it operates in. Alright, that's our breakdown of James River Group Holdings corporate relocation. What's your take on these kinds of corporate moves and what they signal for the company's future? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps. And subscribe for more deep dives. Don't forget to check out the Discord in the description. Thanks for watching. See you next time.